after hearing from both counsel, granted Gifty Oware a bill of 10 million Ghana cedis with 3 sureties, 2 to be justified with landed properties. The sureties are also to deposit the Ghana cards and residential addresses to the registrar of the court. The court additionally ordered her to report to police investigators on the first Tuesday and Thursday of every month.
Abusiamo be kai maame Gifty Oware in sense ma ye National Service Secretariat wonom or de ghost names about 9,000 ghost names ahye in krata mu a yetu sika emomo ni na ye say no ono deputy director ema National Service Secretariat wonom a maame we ye say edin a ye de ahye nkrata mu samandin a che say edin na o de ahye mu kra no nya de omo exist omo ye National Service eno ema maame we ne ho akaka dwam Attorney General ene ne guso back and forth because of course financial loss to the state. Na maame we ye hyemu a ye edin over 9,000 de hye nkrata mu no sika be 38 million Ghana cedis ene finance ase a ni nyina no che say cost ankrofo ni din mu a enye din a omote ase eno ema Attorney General de na akwa court a de charges anaso mbo bebre abono na ene okopiem ewo Accra High Court na maame we hyemu a onifo ewo charges ede aboni nyina ho eno ama court na agina so ama ne bail of 10 million Ghana cedis with 3 sureties.
Gifty Oware has been charged with 5 counts of offenses, namely stealing, willfully causing financial loss to the state, using public office for profit, and money laundering. In court on Wednesday, October 22, lawyers of Gifty Oware, led by Nana Benyi Akun, holding brief for Gary Nemako prayed for bail for the former deputy director, citing that she is not flight risk. He told the court that Gifty is a mother of a 3-year-old child and has cooperated with investigators since reporting herself to the National Investigations Bureau. Akon further noted that the former NSA deputy director is undergoing medical treatment, a fact he added had been communicated to the prosecution. Prosecution, led by Director of Public Prosecution Yvonne Atakrao Bobisa, did not oppose the bail application, but added that it should be one that would compel the accused to appear when called upon. Justice Audrey Kokuvite, after hearing from both counsel, granted Gifty Oware a bill of 10 million Ghana cedis with 3 sureties, 2 to be justified with landed properties. The sureties are also to deposit the Ghana cards and residential addresses to the registrar of the court. The court additionally ordered her to report to police investigators on the first Tuesday and Thursday of every month. She is also to deposit her passport with the registrar, and her name is to be placed on the stop list at all entry points in the country. The court also ordered the prosecution to further disclosures before November 19, and the case has been adjourned to November 25. Lord Idwasari, TV3 News, Accra.
And my minister is not trying to say now during one will be sound say into we ye pain na ye do akwa akoto baby asoye akokofhwe na man for mo ye National Service no already omo ye die nko no maame we dey say da onu akasa be fa ho abie companies ni ade na sika no opompi sika no ko allegedly sa ye say she is not guilty until she is proven guilty. And maame we ene Accra High Court akoko chirim say ensem anasombo ne charges e dey abon no oni ba akokra ho for eno enama court agina so ama na bail of 10 million Ghana cedis with 3 sureties and debi maame we emre nkrabia na be kire because ye hwe ne ekọ no na say o se woni fo a Attorney General anya den investigation e koso no ono so den evidence be ba obi proven wrong na hu say yes ampa say no krese woni fo ana wodi fo a na hu de oman no ene ne ebetwen afa na ye to aso ekọ drip machine say be kai a aban dada e free so na say na adodan kwa akufo ado ene na ban drip machines o mo de ba oman Ghana m se o be chema assembly bia se o mo fa ni dwuma a ebinum de ye de akogu residence bi o ka kan o so road adwuma no abusu ya chema drip machines ni de ba ya chema assemblies ni so o mo fa ni dwuma se de ba ya ye communities ana se ye mpatem nima ebeko ye amaye no ye say over 190 machines ye de kan ho a che se no ye ntua ho taxes ye twifam eno ama Attorney General in same way aba betudwa.
The District Road Improvement Project, which is DRIP, we did the investigation. The preliminary report was returned to my office. I studied it. I gave directions as to what to do, and the investigators have went back to do their work, and they came back with a report that I can tell you has, pinpointed certain acts of malfeasance that we are working on. So, for instance, in the case of DRIP, they were overpaid. That is, JA Plant Pool was overpaid by $2 million. The contract sum was 176 million United States of American dollars. On the face of the contract, that is the sum that was stated. When we examined the invoices of payments, it was 178 million that was paid. So right away, there was a difference of $2 million. So we asked that $2 million be paid back by JA Plant Pool. We also realized that 190 pieces of equipment were added and cleared without payment of tax. In other words, they were added to the list as if they were tax exempt. I asked the investigators to go back, look at the HS code, and for those of you, HS code is a harmonized code that the customs officers use to determine the classification and taxes applicable to goods. When they did the analysis following the HS code, it came out that 38.7 million Ghana cedis of taxes were evaded. So in respect of the two sums, that is the $2 million, JH Plant Pool has been asked, we have made a demand on them to pay that money. Then when it comes to the taxes, we have asked GRA, because under the tax laws, it is GRA that can make a demand for the payment of the taxes. So we've asked that GRA should make a demand for the 38.7 million. Now that is our investigators' assessment. GRA may come out with a different figure because they are the tax experts. So our investigators' figure may be confirmed or even adjusted upwards depending on what the GRA says.
Abusia anti drip machine no so honsem na ote na attorney general echemu a contractor yedema JA Plant Pool for na kese etu om $176 million no ye the 2 million eka ho ekutu a $178 million nti sansam we also ye hwehwem na na ubisa Ghana why say one my contract say 1 cedi na ese otua e ba ne say na akokotua 3 cedis say sika nyina no afa baabi akwa obi botom na ofi say wo ne ho ayede nti oginani attorney general echemu a eye say sika we nyina no eyade a ye hwehwem na ene nipa kra oye in charge of sa 2 million Ghana cedis $2 million no ekokodi ne ho no ono so emra ene ni bedi.
The GRA says. Now when it comes to the issue of over invoicing, we noticed that they were over invoiced by between, that is the equipment, the drip equipment were over invoiced by between 100 to 300%. All right. So I give you an example. One piece of equipment which costs $40,000, the government paid $84,000 for that equipment. That is over 110%. And so we are now diligently looking through all the equipment, and you can imagine that the equipment for all the districts, there were, hundreds of pieces of equipment. So we are going through each one of them because we are looking at a criminal investigation. And in criminal law, charges must be specific. If you miss the element of specificity, your case will be thrown out. And that is why I keep urging Ghanaians to be patient, because we need diligent investigation so that when I send a case to court, we don't have any doubt that criminality has occurred. So, ladies and gentlemen, prosecutions have commenced in the SkyTrain and National Service scandals. In the case of the latter, we have filed charges against the former Chief Executive, Executive Director, Osea Sibe-Ntwi, and his deputy, Gifty Oware. Charges are being prepared against the rest of the public officers and the so-called marketplace vendors. In all, we intend to file about 10 cases in the NSA scandal and will use some of the public officers and vendors as prosecution witnesses.
Enti abusuan okopiem attorney general office there na hohuru yi ankasa de maame Gifty Oware fa ha no na ne drip machines ho nsem so enam ha na ensem no de che say utie nsem a ebobo ba na ensem bebre a wo bisa ho senti sika we nyina wo manyim a wo fa yempatam communities ahrodo a ye bre a ye betimi this sika we invest for education mu health mu ene ade ni nyina no yemfa enye aso amanfo awie school ti fie enye adwuma anye sika we nyina no si I employ mu kra na edi tu omo ka nkamfa so beba so but amanfo nimpa bonesem ene eye eni brenti kwa kodi ebinom enchen abusua enti attorney general ne nsem ode ba betu dwa no efa drip machines ho e na wote ye no saa so na maame Gifty Oware akwa mu Accra High Court o charges e de abo no nyina no oni for e wo baakum e na ama court atena so ama ne bail of 10 million Ghana cedis with 3 sureties emre ene nkrabia ene beche de be film aba eye maame Gifty Oware ne nsem no de be film beba bia no bema maso ate saa so na drip machines ho nsem no de beba no bema maso ate mo a yama mo drip machines amfa anya adwuma mo se mo de ye adwuma no abusia ha enam de video no besi bomodi a na share video e ma afofro nsanka na afi eni die mu a so nya subscribe ya bomodi an so be subscribe no follow your Facebook, TikTok, Instagram and X na chere wadwen e wo comment section ho meeting Edifred Edifred Studios.